Hey, it's Don Skaggs with Empowered Inventing, the one place where we try to help you take your great ideas, combine them with the right opportunities and sound wisdom to turn them into real things like products and businesses. Now today, I want to talk to you a little bit about what the difference is between a live and a dead business, or the difference between a live or a dead invention. Because there's really a lot of times think we've got a live product, we think we've got a live something, and it's really kind of a zombie product. It's a zombie business, or it's a zombie invention. It's got the body, it's kind of moving around and stuff, but it's not got the life to it. And what do I mean by life? Well, what I mean by life is that nobody's buying. There's not a flow of money going, and money is not changing hands, except maybe you're spending money, maybe money's going out, maybe you're bleeding to death, you're hemorrhaging your business or your idea or your invention, but but nobody's buying. So the money's not coming in. The money's going out, but the money's not coming in. You know, when you breathe, when you're alive and you breathe, you got air going in, you got air going out. But when you've got a zombie business, you've got air going out. You got a zombie invention, you got air going out, but you have no air going in. And that's bad. And that doesn't last very long until you're out of money or out of time or out of just you've lost the will to even move forward with it. And that's unfortunately what I see with just way too many inventors and entrepreneurs. So a live business, a live invention, is one where you've got orders or you've got pre-orders and customers are asking, how soon will it be ready? Or they're saying, here, shut up and take my money. That's kind of like a meme out there now. But that's the difference. And I've seen both. I've seen businesses where stuff's hopping, stuff's happening, customers are ordering. And then I've seen the businesses where just nothing's happening. They're not having any traction. And if you're in that former case, you're in the one where it's not moving yet. It's not alive. You've not been able to get those paddles on the chest and get it to come to life yet. Then nobody's buying. Nobody's interested. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is why? Why is no one buying? Why is no one interested? And a lot of times, now there's a lot of different reasons for that, but the one I want to focus on right now is a lot of times it's because they don't see it. You don't have the eyeballs on it. They're not looking at it. The difference between a live wire and a dead one is connections. And connections make so much difference. And you might say, well, Don, I'm trying. I put up a website and I did all this and I did all that, but I'm not getting anybody to see it. Well, you could be just directing it to the wrong people. And by the way, if you just build a website and put it up there and think if they will build it, if I build it, they will come, that only works in Kevin Costner movies. That does not work in real life. If you build it, there's a lot of people that have websites and they just sit there and they just sit there. And nobody finds them, nobody knows they're there, and they just get lost in a sea of websites. Don't do that. Don't have that expectation. Now, I'm not saying don't have a website, because not having your website in the 21st century is like not having your name in the phone book in the 20th century. So you want to have a website, but you want to have those connections. The website is just your card. It's just your name in the phone book. That's all it means. But in order to get people to look you up, they have to know that you're there. And that's why connections are so important. Now, when I say connections, I'm talking about how to get those connections. And how do you get those connections? Well, it's doing the hard work of connecting with customers. Sometimes that may mean making phone calls. Oh no, not the dreaded phone calls. And phone calls especially now, they're tough, because you know voicemail is everywhere. If you call me and I even want to talk to you, a lot of times you'll get my voicemail. Why? Because I'm busy, and everybody else is busy too. So you have to just be patient with that, and you have to do it in a good way and have a good, smart, wise strategy about how you go about it. Well, that's one of the things we teach, is how to get out there and call people and connect with people in the right way. Another one is email, and again, you can wind up in the spam folder real easy, but you have to stay with it. And again, you have to do it right. And there's online ways to do it. Social media is okay, it's good, especially if you're doing B2B. LinkedIn is my go-to. LinkedIn is a really good way to find the right people to talk to and then connect with the right people to talk to. So LinkedIn's a really good one. And it really depends on your audience. Facebook might be another one. But you have to make those connections. You have to connect one-on-one with people. I remember one time we were doing, I was doing a Kickstarter, and we had somebody online that was like going back and forth, and I called them up. And they were so shocked that I would actually pick up the phone and call them. I remember they were just like shocked, surprised that I would talk to them. And you'd be surprised sometimes when you connect with people on a personal level. I'm not talking about just social media and on your phone and all. I'm talking about just person to person, either on the phone, sometimes even face to face if you can. That makes a world of difference. People have lost that a lot of times these days. You're just going to text back and forth. Sure, that's fine, that's good, it's a good tool to use, but it shouldn't replace the face-to-face and the voice-to-voice connections that you make. Because again, the difference between a live wire and a dead one is a connection. If it's a poor connection and there's not much going over the wires, there's not much power. If there's a lot of power going over the wires, now you've got something. And that's a live business, and that's a live invention. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for you. I'm Don Skaggs. This is Empowered Inventing. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure and like and subscribe. Let us know that you support what we're doing here, and be sure and share this with other people you think that it might help. There's a lot of people out there that need a lot of help, and again, the difference between live wire and a dead one is connection. So we need that connection with you as well. So anyway, I'm Don Skaggs. EmpoweredInventing.com is our website, and I will look to see you at the next meeting, workshop, online class, or on the next video.